Okay, this is a walkthrough of the 2000 Dutch Star from Newmar. People have asked for this video to walk through and see what they can see and what's wrong and what isn't wrong. The condition of the carpet, which you can tell, it's 20-year-old carpet. It looks darker than it is on the video, but you can see where when it slides in and people are running through how things look, but it's just basically how it pushes, I think. Could use a good shampooing. It'd probably be fairly decent at that point. We got the table, chairs, all the wood. Everything's fairly clean right now, except for the spot on the couch, which is darker on video than it actually is in real life, but so you rent a shampoo or something, you can probably bring that back. It's currently raining, so I'm not going to be able to get the outside probably until later, if at all today. See the leather on the chairs is still pretty good, soft, getting a little worn. There are some edges. Let's see, there's a little rip right in there, but pretty good shape. Everything works on this. There's some fringe coming right there, the string could be cut off. Got all of our cabinets. They all stay closed well. We got some satellite stuff up here and some extra bulbs and things, but we do not use the satellite, so that's something I can't tell if it works or not. We did run a little cable right here, which you can pull down and plug into a TV, which we set on the stand. So we have a little 24-inch TV that we plug in right there, and then you can sit on the couch and watch it, which the original one is up here, which works, and it works with the antenna as well, but it's not in a good viewing point. So like I said, we just set up over there on that stand. There's a Lazy Boy recliner, which is in decent. The material's in good shape. It's older, but it's comfortable. We got a step cover which works, a power to step cover. The dash, I have this wire coming out of the dash and the switch right here, which I should be able to show you. This is some add-on. We have 4-camera system. Two back cameras, one down by the hitch and one up by the which currently are covered with rain, so it's not as good to see. So typically leave it in 4 view. Right here, it shows you all 4 cameras. You got left and right and left. The 2 backups, a high and a low. This is the hitch camera. Put a switch on the dash that you can toggle. That just gives you your side views. So if you're going down the road and you're making a pass, you can switch just to put the sides on, and then you still have your black and white backup camera. It's got aftermarket radio, which works okay. CD player is not the best because the way they mounted this is still kind of bouncy, and it's a older CD, so it will skip if you hit any bumps. AC works. It will ice up if you're sit idling with the AC running, so you have to keep moving with it. Otherwise, it works fine just going down the road. Just if you're going to be stationary, just use the roof ones for very long. The other ones will I think it's ice up. It's not as very cold when you're sitting still. If you sit still for like half hour, 30 minutes, turn this off. Allison transmission, push button, economy mode, pretty easy. CB radio, which works, but I've never really gotten much into it. It's a dash. We currently have just almost 90,000 miles on it. Just got back from the little trip, so it's a little bit, so just got a little closer to that. Do have down here is a brake controller. It's missing a bolt, so it's a little uneven, but we don't typically use it. We have a surge brake on our tow bars for our Jeep. So and then the leveling jacks over here. It all works. It's just one jack comes up a little slow. We usually have to pry it up a little bit at the end, but just to make sure it's all the way up. Power mirrors with heat, a roll down window on this side, and it does have a driver's door, so you can climb out this side should you need to use like when we use our gate at the storage lot. We have to sometimes jump out and jump in a little faster than you normally would. These lines are decent shape. The Velcro on them right here is 20 years old, so it doesn't stick real well. Got these big binder clips to secure one side to the other. This other curtain on this side wraps all the way around, secures together, so they meet in the middle. The windshield will be replaced before anyone takes possession of it. There is a small chip there on this side and one on this other side, so those are being taken care of by insurance, and you should so you won't have to worry about that. And there'll be a new bulb seal around it too. The dash is 20-year-old plastic, so it's cracked in a few spots where it connects down. Let's see. Up in here. You don't really notice it unless you're looking for it, but there it is. So that's plastic still broken off on this edge. So yeah, I'll turn on some other lights. I forgot. There's the dome lights are here and over there. Map lights, they do work, but I don't have the key in right now. All the other lights are on. Looks like. I missed some over here. All the lights are on, working. This couch pulls out into a bed. Just gotta lift from the bottom. Flip the switch down here. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Okay, so it pulls out, and then these fold. Take those mattress little backs off, flip the top over, and you have, I believe it's a full, at least a double, or I don't think it's a queen, but it's a magic bed by Flex Steel. Sleeper sofa. Pretty comfortable. Let's see if I can get this back. Lift, fold. Oh, pretty easy. We got tables, got a leaf inside of it. Pull it apart, which I probably can't do with one hand. Then you extend for 4 people. Right now it's set up for 2. There's 2 folding chairs with the same material as these that are in the bed, under the bed right now. That's where it's typically stored. We have all kinds of storage under here, which is about a foot deep, I should say. Yeah, pretty tall. And here, which is a box in it, which is empty. And here. So, yeah, 5 of those containers all the way down this slide. You have big mirrored cabinet down here, which we have some things in, just some extra storage. It's very shallow, so double wide, but only about, yeah, whatever that is, 6 inches deep. Plus down below, can't access that with the slide in. So that's just stuff when you're parked, the slide will come in front of it. But they stay shut, so we got courtesy lights at the bottom, which you can turn those on. Down here, they run throughout, and they're nice at night. So back up to the top. Let's see, we got showed the extra stuff up here. We got extra storage up here. This one's nice and deep. Probably about, whatever that is, almost a 1.5 feet deep. Light under here, it didn't turn on. Another light. Okay. There's lights all over. Back side of the cabinet here for the kitchen area. This goes deep, and then you open from the other side as well, so you get all the way back in the corner. Using lots of space there. You get your fantastic fan control, which is over the kitchen sink or over the stove. Yeah, stove. Temperature controlled. And there's a rain sensor, so it will not open today. Works on that, which is nice. Sink. I think this is some sort of plastic. That's why it's marked up and kind of stained. It's not plastic. But yeah, this is all stained plastic. It does have a water filter. Faucet, which works well enough. Down here is the water filter. We have a bypass currently. We've never used filtered water on board. We usually carry bottled water. Got some space down here for cleaning supplies. Nice deep under sink area. We put a trash can under there, which works out well, so we don't have to keep it out. And there's a little pop out for the drain and scrubbies and stuff. 4 drawers on this side, 3 under where this is the convection microwave, so you don't need the stove part. The stove has a cover, folds up, out the way, just fold in half. 3-burner stove. So the material's worn, it's been used, but still should fire up. I have the propane. Doesn't sound like it, but it does work. If you come out and try it, it'll work. Down, you got extra surface. This is missing on the piece on the side. It's not actually missing, it's actually up here. The little plastic has broken off, but if you can figure out if you want to attach it back on, you can get it on there, but it currently doesn't stick, so it'll fall off. Shake off, so you know that is in there, but currently off because it will fall. Microwave. Paper towel in here so it doesn't rattle right now. Microwave, refrigerator, freezer. Refrigerator works on AC and propane, and I think that should be it. Might work on battery too, but we never use it on battery. It's used, and you can see right in here, like some of the little paint stuff is rubbed off from being shaken, and it's just a little exposed metal that gets a little rusty, kind of. I don't know if it's a rust or just exposed, but it works. It said 20 years old. This little piece of duct tape right here. This piece is loose and the screw doesn't hold it on anymore, so you can see that not perfect, but it's held there for quite a while, so yeah, what are you gonna do? Just deal with it or fix it however you want. Big drawers, big drawer for pots and stuff, big drawer for pots, pans, and whatever else. Step back more. jacuzzis in there. White. They stay closed. Okay. I think I've got everything in here. Well, we'll leave this side. This other side above the sink. We've got all the in spaces and open space. Here's the weights and measures. Does have a large carrying capacity of over 3,000 pounds, which is listed there. So you can load this thing up and never be overweight, at least on the motorhome. Some other things that it comes with to add to the weight carrying capacity and the serial numbers of them. Of course, I'm sure some of that has changed somewhat, but that's what originally came with. We got, okay, back here to the bathroom area. Keep saying area. Toilet. We got, hard to see this. We got a door, we got towel racks, got a fantastic fan in here, covered above the toilet. Actually some toilet paper in there. You can put quite a bit in there. That's a fantastic fan controller, water pump, and the light switch. This is a porcelain Dometic toilet, or no, Sealand toilet. Foot flush, toilet scrubby sprayer, and it holds water very well. It'll dry out over the winter, but in the spring you run water through it a few times and it seal comes right back to life. Foot flush, fill up, flush down. There was a toilet paper holder on this, on the door, but we moved it over. We just put the toilet paper on this side just because it seems to fall off over here pretty easy or get in the way. We take the door off too when we're using it lots of times just because it's kind of in the way. We have doors here that pull out so you can block off the bathroom completely from both sides. The bedroom door, they Velcro in when you're going down the road, and then you slide them in and out, pocket doors. Alright, and the shower. So, glass door. This is a nice, I think it's 3x3 shower. Got the shower, you can hear the rain hitting above on the skylight. We've got Oxygenics shower head, switch, turn it on and off. So it's like 3 feet, so give it a whole, you really have to reach, it's like a whole arm width for me to reach the back from the front. It works well. Nice thing shut going on the road. The door, bathroom door actually has a little latch, which don't typically need it, but somebody put it on there for keeping the door shut, I guess. The door on the over here, across from it, this is where your washer and dryer is, and the door on that does not stay closed as well. But we have a fix for that. So this is your splendid 2000 washer dryer combo, and there's all this space above it. And what we do is we'll put tubs in above this, and then they'll lean up against these doors. And this one, in particular, doesn't latch great. It's a little loose. So we've got the little Velcro solution here to keep those together, and that keeps anything from falling out. The sink, everything works. They got a big medicine cabinet, lots of drawers, lots of space, 3 sides. Okay. We got switches, power, with the light, This faucet has been replaced. It did have a low one to put it with. It's a residential faucet. And this is, I think it's plastic as well, but this is not as worn as the kitchen one. It does have a few places where it's been chipped or something. You got the same little pull out for your sink stopper, and I don't know whatever else you want to put the bathroom stuff in there. Space down here. Lots of some cleaning supplies back there. A linoleum underneath, which is probably the original. This wood floor might have been either an option added on top or added by the original owner at some point. Got drawers down here, deep drawer here, and there's the toilet paper holder that was originally on the door. Nice wood. If you like maple wood, I know everybody's kind of painting over stuff now, but I think we like the wood. So, go back in. And back in the bedroom. Lights on back here. Okay. Move this container out of the way. Bedding in when we're to keep it from anything getting into it. Okay, now we're in the bedroom area. We've got ceiling fan. It's missing it. It works with those two blades, but the other blades are in this drawer. Just finding the screws to attach them. Haven't found the right ones yet, so I just live here. Not that we use it much. If you were boondocking, you'd probably want to fix that. Okay, so start over on this side. Deep drawers, all the way in, all kinds of stuff in there. Put them. There's some space on the side of the bed, so it's not jammed up in here, so you can make it easy. You got a big hanging closet. On this side, it's angled so you can get more space. This side has some storage above even, which is deep. This is at least to my elbow, or my tip of my fingers, so big one there. The other side is not capable because it has the breakers. So that's just one side. Got cabinets, same thing on the other side, all identical. Drawers. Sticking backs. These are big, deep drawers. Unite, all kinds of space. And a room on the side of the bed. So we got. Used to be a TV up here, I think originally. We didn't know it wasn't there when we moved in, or we took possession. So we just used that it has shelves, and then there's this large closet, tall closet with drawers at the bottom on this side for more hanging stuff. Deep drawer here, the same type of depth. Like I said, tip of my finger to past my elbow, very deep, all kinds of stuff in there. And drawers down here, full length too. That brings us to the side. Since there's no easy access on this side, they put the drawers over here. I got some brochures from stuff we've done. Some material for putting in to keep things from rattling, and another deep drawer with nothing in it. Okay, big closet, big hanging closet. It's wide, double wide from the other side. So you see, hanging, same depth. Drawers in here as well. See where you put all the 3,000 pounds of carrying capacity. You can add stuff everywhere. Under the bed. All right. On here. Let's hold that up. There's the extra chairs for the dinette. They fold up, store in there. We have a little hole in the side. That was where we have our cat can hide away from the dogs. You see the carpet in here. It's beige, and it, like the front, it looks more spotty, I think, on the video than it actually is, but so if you wanted to run a cleaner over it, it probably would help it some. Set that down. And what else? Oh, come back to the front. There was one thing we have a new AC unit on the front, which has the black cover, and it has this, works off this 5 button, which is an additional, which is an upgrade from the original 4 button. You got 2 zones, you got a heat pump. Anyway, the story goes, you'll see that there was a leak. The reason there was a leak this last year, where the AC unit in the front had some ice buildup on it, which is why if you step back, you'll see these wooden looking strips with screws in them. The problem with the ice buildup is it pushed out these panels and caused them to no longer adhere. So we've added these strips to put it back into place. And you drill right into the aluminum cross members. And they look fairly original. People don't notice them unless you point them out. And I'm pointing them out to you because I'm just an honest person. I don't want you to not see something and then figure out later on what happened. But it's all dried out, and like I said, we use it all the time, and there's no problems with it currently. It's currently raining out, and you can tell everything's dry, so it works as it should. I think that's pretty much it for the interior. I should bring the slide in so you can see that.
Area.
So this is the slide out coming in. Takes a while, but it's a very sturdy mechanism. And she'll show you. You see those cabinets in the back get covered up. When the slide comes in, it creates a little bit of a step over the edge of the carpet because it raises up. Window coming in. I usually open that window so we can hear when I'm driving. Just hear if somebody's sitting on the couch behind me anyway. And that's it. Get the lock bars if you want to use those. And you still have plenty of room to walk through. You might step, if you're stepping, step up on this, or just walk straight through. So that is travel mode, or boondock mode, if you want to stop in a parking lot somewhere. Okay, I didn't go over the stuff. All the controls are fairly standard. Meters like battery, fresh water, which I still have half tank in almost. Gray, which I think is empty, but maybe all the rain's causing it to read a quarter. Black is empty, and LP, which I think actually is lower than that too, so the weather's throwing it off, I think. Water pump, you can turn on and off from here. The There's another switch is probably on, so that one's not going off. There's one outside by the, I'll show it some point in the video, I hope. You can turn off everything from in here. Read the volts on the batteries currently. I'm charging them because you can hear the generator running. Make sure everything's up. LP switch, TV booster, which we don't know if the TV works, or the booster works. You got outside lights, big spotlights on the side, your propane heater. I think that's the propane. Yeah, that's the propane. You also have electric, and you also have diesel heat for the hot water. So if you're running, you can run on electric to kind of keep it. If you're on electric, propane if you need to burst and heat it up fast, or if you just stop somewhere, the diesel engine heats up the hot water. So not a big deal there. Currently it's charging the battery, so that's not all the way up. Generator's running, so we got AC in. It's charging, not inverting. There's no power, actually it's just air, just whatever's coming in from the generator. But you can run it off different shore powers. If you're like at home and you only have a small circuit to plug into, you can power share on that. What else can I tell you? I think that's about it. On the interior, at least. So, I think it's well worth the money we're asking. And hopefully I'll get a video of the outside if I can get it to stop raining here. So if you have any questions, I'll leave my contact info.